Hey everybody, this is Peter from Tabletop Gaming Guild, and I'm going to be playing the brand new digital Wingspan beta that was just released today. Received a code for Steam so that I could go ahead and download this beta, and I'm going to give it a quick playthrough. And since it's just me today, I'm going to actually jump on and play versus the Automa system, which is actually how I normally play the board game, because I've played that a lot just by myself, and I enjoy the implementation of the Automa system that they built, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it plays out on the digital version. So we're going to go ahead and jump over here to play, and again, just real quick, let's enjoy the music, the visuals that they've got going on here. I like this slight grayed out images, and then when you go on to choose what it is or how you're going to play the game, it'll light up and give you some slight motion. I like the motion. That was a nice little addition that they did for each of those images. So, but we're going to go up here to play, and we're going to go down and choose Automa. And again, you could choose custom game or tutorial, but we're going to choose Automa for right now. And that's going to be us right here. We're going to be the blue, I think it's the Kingfisher, and then we've got this little like a robot, chicken robot pigeon. That's the representation of the Automa, and we're going to go ahead and click our next arrow. We get that nice sweep in of the landscape of the board of the game, and so yeah, so it's just going to be Wingspan, and we've got over here on the left our explanation of our actions that we can take on our turns. Right here, center of the screen, we have this is going to be round 1 of 4, lets you know how many turns you have left. And I like this implementation of the round tracker, and then it shows you what your first round goal is going to be. If you've not played Wingspan, you have a goal at the end of each round, trying to earn yourself points towards the total at the end of the game. So, and then round 2, again, going to show you you've got 1 less turn in round 2 than you had in round 1, and then your end of round goal here. And then round 3, we're down to 6 actions for that round, and then we'll be scoring for this end of round goal. And then 5 turns in round 4 with our last end of round goal. And again, Automa has a whole lot of different things to it, determining how it scores itself, and we'll take a look at that here in just a little bit. On the right hand side, we have our action tokens, letting us know how many actions we have in each round. We're in round 1 right now, so we have 8 actions. And then we have a place here that keeps track of how many eggs we have available, and then how many of each type of food we have available as well. Let's go ahead and jump into the game, and let's see what it looks like. So we're going to click Start. And yes, so right here we get our first beginning hand of 5 birds, and we also have down here 5 pieces of food, 1 of each type. And we see here that here's what it costs for each of these birds, the types of food that it eats, so that we can attract it to our tableau and our habitats. And we get to choose 5 items. We get to choose 5 items out of these total of 10, so that we can start with. And the thing that's going to help us determine what we want to start with is what are our end of round goals and what are our bonus cards. So our end of round goals, we're looking for birds that have this specific type of nest with at least 1 egg in it. At the end of round 1, round 2, we're looking for just total birds that we have played. Round 3, eggs in the river portion of our tableau, our habitat, and then we also have birds with bowl nests with at least 1 egg in it. And we've got a lot of things to choose from, but let's go ahead and take a look at what our bonus cards could be. Viticulturist, birds that eat berries, and it says here that there's 22% chance we'll get cards of that kind. And then also the falconer, birds with the carnivore symbol on it, and we're going to get 2 points per bird that has that. There's only a 13% chance though that we might get some of those cards. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to choose the birds that eat berries, the viticulturist. We're going to choose that. And so knowing that, we're going to go ahead and take a look at what can we do with that. So it looks like we got 1 and 2. The yellow-bellied sapsucker, the indigo bunting are going to play into that as well. And again, you can see here, there aren't any of those with the powers for the carnivore birds, so I think that's definitely going to be the right choice for us for now. So let's go ahead and choose those 2 birds to start the game, which means we get to start the game with possibly 3 types of food. And I think the best thing to do there is let's go with the berry and the worm and also the wheat, because if we have those 3 things here at the beginning of the game, we can go ahead and get this indigo bunting out onto the board as quickly as possible. And I think that would be the best thing to do. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the game. Choose our viticulturist. And here we go. I'm loving this. I love the music. Very calming, and if you've played the game itself, the board game version, it's kind of a nice, calming, beautifully drawn game. The art is wonderful, and so they've got all of that here in this digital version as well, it seems like. And for me, the music is kind of perfect. I'll be interested to see what it's like to play this with other people eventually, everybody talking over top of each other. But as a one-on-one person game right now, me versus the Automa, very calming, very soothing. So let's go ahead and make our first move. And I think our first move in the game is to go ahead and play a bird. Let's get a bird out there. Let's see. So we're in the forest right now. We can tell that because this is kind of outlined, and our action is to take a piece of food out of the bird feeder, which is over here, showing you what you've got available. But let's see, we go down, we're into the grassland now where we could lay eggs as an action, and then down here into the river area. And here's where you can see the bird cards that are available for drawing currently. So let's see, well, we might want this Baird's Sparrow so that we can at least have 1 bird card out here with the proper kind of nest. That's going to be an action for us. So do we want to do that, or do we want to play a bird first? You know what, I think let's go ahead and let's play our first bird. Get it out there. Okay, so over here it's showing us the cost of the bird and what we're going to pay for it. So it's going to be all the food that we currently have. And since it's going in the first left section of our forest area, it's not going to cost us any eggs. So we'll go ahead and click the arrow leading us forward.
Indigo bunting. Indigo buntings are almost always found on forest edges.
That's nice. Alright, so each card has a little factoid about the bird, and that's nice. They've got an automated voice letting you know about the different birds and what those factoids are. So, alright, so we are getting to see Automa and Automa's first turn. So for Automa's turn, we see that it got the action of taking one of the pieces of food from the bird feeder, and the way that works for Automa is it has to take whatever meets the criteria from the left to the right, and the first one that it gets, it takes. And so it found one of these in the bird feeder, went ahead and took it out. So that doesn't get Automa any points, but it limits the actions that I can take. It's limiting the types of food that I can take from the bird feeder when I want to take that action. So no points for Automa just yet. Okay, so 7 turns left, and we're going to start our turn. We have no food right now, and we definitely want to get some of that. So let's go ahead and take that action, because when we take food from the bird feeder, we're also going to activate the indigo bunting after that, and we're going to get to gain something from the bird feeder with that as well. So we're going to get 2 pieces of food this turn. So this one's going to give us the worm or berry. We've only got a worm in there, so let's grab one of the other things. So we'll grab the wheat, and we'll move forward. Activates that, lets us know that, yeah, we can grab that worm. So now we've got wheat and worm, and that was our turn. So Automa here got the action of drawing a face-down bird card and losing one of its points towards the end of round goal. That's what this X through this red square symbolizes. So that's interesting. So it got the card, but that also gives it 1 times 4, so it's got 4 points already towards the end of the game. And it looks like it's trying to get birds with wingspans 30 centimeters or less. So if it eventually gets one of these cards, one of these actions, then it'll be able to pull one of those from down here. It looks like there's only one of those down there right now, so I guess if I wanted to take that out of there, limit its chances of getting that card, that might be helpful for me as well. Alright, so we've got food, but we still don't have enough to play that yellow-bellied sapsucker, and we really want to get a card with one of these kind of ground nests, but there aren't any out there now. So, do we take the chance that this face-down card is one, draw a card, or do we just not worry about getting the end of round on this one and maybe just get another card out there? You know what, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to focus on that right now, and so I'm going to go ahead and gain food again. We're down to just one food in there, which means that they all have the same face, and that means we get to re-roll. So I'm going to go ahead and re-roll. And yes, there's the berries that we needed. So we'll go ahead and, you know what? This berry, I'm going to get that berry from this card here. So I'm going to go ahead and go here and grab this worm. So we've got another worm. Grab a berry. Alright, we're doing good. That was a decent turn. Alright, so it looks like Automa goes ahead and grabs this mouse. Again, no points for Automa from that. And it's our turn, and now that we have enough to play this yellow-bellied sapsucker, I think the only thing we need now is to have an egg for the yellow-bellied sapsucker. So, we're going to have to take that as our next action. Lay some eggs, put those eggs up here on our indigo bunting. Find out what happens for Automa this turn. Alright, another face down card and an action cube. So this is just a red cube, and you can see here now that it has 1 point towards fulfilling the required action for the end of round goal. I currently don't have anything, so Automa's going to get some points there, and right now I don't have any. Let's go ahead, and you know what, I have everything I need to play this bird, but I really need to get maybe something that's going to help me towards this end of round goal, so I think I'm going to need to take the draw card action and hope that this face down card is what I need. Let's find out. No, Cerulean Warbler. It has a bowl nest, so that is not what we really needed this turn, but it's what we got. Automa's got another point towards winning the end of round goal. It's not looking good for me in that vein right now for the game. Let's see. Next turn. Take another chance, draw another card, see if we get something that's going to get me that end of round goal. Or do I just go ahead and get another bird out on the board? That means it's going to help me towards the end of round goal on the next one. Probably do that. And that's going to get me 2 new bonus cards. You know what? That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's play a bird. We're not going to get this into round goal, it doesn't look like. So we're going to get charged a worm and a berry to play the yellow-bellied sapsucker. It's also going to cost us an egg, so we can take the egg from this indigo bunting.
Yellow-bellied sapsucker. Sapsuckers drill rows of holes in trees, then lap up the sap and the insects it attracts.
That was a really good turn there for Automa. Automa got one of the birds that matched its specialist, and so it got another 3 points towards the end of the game. It's alright though, we have everything we need to play this Cerulean Warbler as well, so I'm going to go ahead and play that on this next turn. It's going to cost us the rest of our food. It's also going to cost us our last egg for right now.
But we get to choose. Cerulean warbler. Between 1966 and 2015, this species lost 74% of its population.
We get to choose from these cards a second specialist, and I think I'm going to go with this anatomist over here. Birds with body parts in their names, because we definitely have one so far. We've got the yellow-bellied sapsucker, and if I just get one more, that's going to be an extra 3 points towards the end of the game. It's a 22% chance. Let's see what happens. Alright, so this automa right here, it got an egg, and with the egg, it lost one of its end-of-round gold points, but that doesn't hurt it too bad because right now it is still in the lead, and I do not have a chance of getting that taken care of on this turn. So right now we have no birds in our hand, we have no food, we're going to be getting ready for the next round. Let's go down here and see what we've got. That might be helpful for us in the next round. You know, this Carolina wren is the only one down here that would meet the criteria for the automa. I'm going to go ahead and just snag that out of there for now. Put that in my hand. But it looks like the automa got another 4 points. Alright, so that's going to be the end of round 1. Look at that, tallied up. Automa got 4 points there. I got no points because I didn't have any birds or anything that met the criteria for that end of round goal. But I do have already 3 points towards the next end of round goal. But I don't know what the base is for the automa. Each round, the automa gets a base number that's as low as it can possibly go. So in round 2, it could start higher than that. We'll find out here in a second. Alright, total birds out there. Let's see. When activated, gain this Carolina chickadee. When activated, gain 1 wheat from the supply and cash on this card. That's nice. We might want something like that. You know what? Let's go ahead and gain another card. And let's grab that Carolina wren. Or chickadee. Now we got the Carolina chickadee and the Carolina wren. That's 8 points there, right there, with that blue-winged warbler. It was a really good turn for the automa. The automa got to choose the highest numbered card that met its criteria of 30 centimeters or less. That was a really good turn. And it's got a point towards, oh, there we go, the base. The base for the automa on this one is 5. And now it's got an extra one, so it's got 6 total. Well, I'm going to go ahead and gain another card. I'm going to take this red-bellied woodpecker, I think, because that's going to be towards my anatomist card. Just plowing through these turns right now. And automa just keeps getting more and more points. Just a little lull in the music there. So we need to get some food so we can actually start playing some of these birds. And I'm just now realizing all of these birds are forest birds. Every single one of them are forest birds. And that has nothing to do with any of these end of round goals later in the game. See, I'm just not paying close enough attention. Let's see what happens though. We'll go ahead and... we know we're going to get... well, maybe not. Let's go ahead and take that, and let's roll. And we'll go ahead and take another worm as well. We're going to activate that, get ourselves another worm, and then we're going to activate that, and we're gonna get ourselves another berry. So, it's a nice little run of things, but we really need to get ourselves some more birds out on the board. And we're gonna start doing that on this turn. Actually, we have to do that on next turn, because we need to get ourselves some more eggs if we're gonna get these forest birds out there. You just watch it. You just watch. You're getting this nice, soft, melodic music in the background, and Anima just keeps going forward with the points. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's see here. Here we go. I'm gonna play a bird on this turn, and I have to play it in the forest, which is not a bad thing. Which one of these is gonna be the one that we want, though? Let's see here. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that chickadee out there. Spin an egg to get it out there. It's 2 eggs to get it out there. That's right, we're gonna need 2 more eggs.
Chickadee. Chickadees hide seeds and can remember thousands of hiding places.
So if I want to get 1 more bird out there, I'm going to need 2 more eggs to get that out there. I'm going to be full up in the forest here after this turn. But Anima is running away with this game.
Carolina wren. A single male Carolina wren can sing nearly 3,000 times in a single day.
Alright, so we definitely can't take this eastern screech owl because it is not going to help us at all. Eastern PB chipping sparrow. Go ahead and take those 2 cards. Getting a lot of low value birds. And the Anima just keeps getting more points. Into round 2. Anima again. Let's get this Eastern Phoebe down here. That was a free one. No eggs on that one. No egg cost on that one. Sparrow out here.
Chipping sparrow. These sparrows generally feed on open ground, but near trees.
I'm not going to be able to play this red-bellied woodpecker now. Yeah, that was for the forest. Need some more bird cards to possibly play. And we need to lay some eggs. I'll take this northern flicker since it can feed on a berry. And then we're going to gain a worm. Two turns left in this third round. We've got 2 more turns. We're going to take 2 worms here and then we'll re-roll. Cash on there. Gain a worm from the supply. Gain a berry. Lay some eggs. Actually, not that one. Go here and place it in a different one that's got a bowl nest for this next end of round goal. It's another one for the Ottoman. Not looking good. Not looking good. Just got 5 turns left. Spend one of the eggs from down. Nope, not there. I guess I'm gonna have to. There we go.
Northern flicker. These woodpeckers seek out ground-dwelling insects rather than pecking wood.
Get all of those for its action. Got plenty of worms now. Base is 3, so we're tied up at the beginning here with Ottoman on this end of round goal. go ahead and take that. We're going to spend an egg as well towards getting another card. Alright. Gain another worm. We got tons of worms, it looks like. Let's see. Do we have enough? We need to be up here in this habitat. We can get that out there with the scissor-tailed flycatcher. It's going to cost us an egg.
Scissor-tailed flycatcher. The mating display of these birds involves aerial acrobatics that show off the long tail.
So we do have enough, I think, to go ahead and play our fish crow as well. It's gonna cost us 2 eggs. And then we're gonna need to start laying some eggs.
Fish crow. These birds may eat more fish than other crows, but they're actually omnivores.
Last turn. Lay some eggs. We get to lay 4 eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's about as good as that last turn was gonna go. No, we don't want to discard eggs. Sorry about that. Definitely did not want to discard any eggs on that one. That's gonna be our last turn. No, we got that last end of round goal, but that's the only one we got. And I think Ottoman had a really good game, so this is not looking too good for me. That's the only end of round goal that I won. Here we go. It's going to automatically tally up for us the points of the game. And look at all those points. Ouch. So a 30-point win by Ottoman. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me play a little bit. You got to see some of the gameplay. And that is Wingspan Beta.